We studied Chinese at East China University of Science and Technology for 2 weeks, and then the third week we traveled to Beijing by train, where we toured Tiananmen Square, the Summer Palace, and the Forbidden City.
I had an opportunity to learn about the Chinese culture, from eating with chopsticks to practicing calligraphy and even martial arts. Yeah, I learned a little bit of Kung Fu. Also the language. We learned just a little bit, but it was not just that I learned Chinese, I lived Chinese. I would wake up in the morning, go to class, learn a couple dialogues, then go to the cafeteria and speak some with the chefs, and then to restaurants, talk to the waitress. I mean, right now I can go to a restaurant and ask for a meal.
In Shanghai, it was an international school, so we met people from all over. I met people from Africa, I met people from Russia, people from Australia. I met a guy from Bangladesh, India.
The fact to actually sit in class, in a class setting, and learn the Chinese culture, the Chinese language, about the Chinese economics and the exchange of money, and actually get a chance to go into the streets, go into the culture, and relive what I've learned. So I put all of what I learned from the classroom into perspective.
Going to the bazaar market in Shanghai, where we could bargain and haggle for different materials, like this dress that I got. I enjoy buying stuff in the market. That was exciting to me. I think my most memorable experience would have to be voyaging across the Great Wall of China. You know, you read about it in elementary school, middle, and high school, and I never thought that I would be able to walk across the Great Wall, so this has been a wonderful experience. I got to do something that I've dreamed of doing for a long time.
And to know that it was built by men's hands, men's sweat and blood, and how big and vast it is. I mean, it's one thing to see a picture, but when you see it in person and you climb it, oh.
My participation in the study abroad program helped me realize that you can't rely on the media to learn about other countries. When I went to China, my perspective was a lot different from when I left. The people are very nice, very curious, and they're very open to friendship.
The people of China are very family-oriented, they're driven, and they're very humble.
When I was in China, one of the things that amused me was how a man can actually ride a bicycle, have his wife in the back, have his son or daughter in his hand. So you have 3 people to 1 bicycle. That's amazing, and that just shows the closeness of the family, and I love that.
This is an excellent experience for any person. It doesn't matter what your major is. This experience will help you become a better leader, become more aware of outside the world.
If you have the opportunity to study abroad, most definitely jump on it. It's a wonderful experience, and you'll learn a lot about yourself and the culture.
It was a great experience because I learned a different culture, I learned new people, and I gained new friends. When we got on the bus to go to Raleigh-Durham to get on the flight, I knew nobody. When we got back, I have everybody's email address, everybody's phone number, everybody's Facebook page, and we became friends. Now I have 19 new friends. It's a great program. 我去北京，
我学习很好。
我在机工理工大学学习汉语。
I recently had the opportunity to accompany 3 students to Nigeria this summer for 3 weeks, and the students were able to take some classes at Covenant University, and the courses that they took involved African society and culture and Yoruba language and culture. They had the opportunity to visit several historical places such as the King Oni of Ife.
When we drove into the compound, we were welcomed with music. He had his musicians, play for us, and they were very welcoming. We get to eat with the king. The king also gave us a present, some clothing with great, beautiful colors. I enjoyed my present from the king and being able to be in the presence of the king.
We were able to meet people from pretty much all over the country and the region, learn the language, the religion, participate in a lot of the culture ceremonies, and visit many sites in Ife and also the capital, Abuja, and we also visited Baghdad. We were also given an opportunity to participate in a 3-day-long workshop where we were able to provide classes centered around women health issues and awareness and setting up an email account.
The experience was fantastic. The food, of course, you know, I like to eat, so the food was great. It's spicy.
The food, actually, that would be the surprising thing because I've never had goat before. The pepper soup, I thought I could take any spicy food ever, but the pepper soup was really hot.
The people, of course, you know, they're very friendly and supportive, open, welcoming, hospitable. The education that I got, I learned Yoruba, the Yoruba language. We learned about African history from the African perspective, not from the Western perspective. That's what this study abroad is about, going to experience another culture other than your own culture, being an international student, you know, learning and being in the environment, not just learning from your comfort, but being in it, learning the language, interacting with the people.
It's been like a lifetime wish wanting to go to Africa, basically because I wanted to know more about myself.
Go out of the country, go out of the box, go out of the norm, so you have a better understanding of others, other culture, other people, and it'll make, you know, you'll be able to be a better person.